Hi everyone, it's Dees from Turtle Dove. Hope everyone's doing really well. I am great. I'm here today all dressed up and know where to go. South Australia, since midnight last night, we're on full lockdown and all over 22 people that have COVID. But anyway, I won't get into that. These are quite strict lockdowns, probably the strictest in the world, to be honest. For the next 6 days, I won't even be able to go outside for a walk for an hour. And if you do go out to go grocery shopping or to the doctors or anything like that, you must wear a mask, which is funny because back in March, they were useless. They didn't want you to wear masks. But anyway, I would prefer to, because I don't want to infect others. I don't think it's going to stop you getting it so much, but that's another subject. So yeah, with the lockdowns will be for 6 days, and probably the following week after that will still be under lockdown, but they won't be. They'll sort of lift maybe some of the restrictions, so hopefully we'll be able to go out for an hour's walk. But the most painful thing for me is not to be able to see my granddaughters and my daughter and my children. So, but it is only for 6 days, and I would rather do this now. I think they want to nip it in the bud, harsh and quick, because I'd hate to do this over Christmas. So yeah, it's a sneaky virus, isn't it? But anyway, I thought I would come on today and do a favourites. I don't do a favourites every month, like I mentioned before, because I don't have always things to show you, and yeah, I just want to be in the mood to do it. So I just thought I'd talk about some Netflix series that I've been watching that are my favourites, and this is going, you know, over the last few months, not necessarily just the last few weeks. So the first one, I've got it written down here because I always forget things as soon as I press record. So Ratched, the psychological thriller about a nurse who works in a mental institution, and I just absolutely love the cast. I think they did that really well, and yeah, it's based or adapted from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, so that's a classic. If you love that, you'll love Ratched, so do watch that. What else have I got here? Oh, and it has Sharon Stone in it too, which I was surprised to see. I haven't seen her in a movie for a long time. So anyway, the next is a couple of not psychological thrillers. Ratched was a psychological thriller. Supernatural is Stranger Things. That was, I think, earlier this year I watched that. I absolutely love anything supernatural. So that was a great series to watch. And also The Haunting of Hill House. That's a type of movie that sort of switches back and forth from past to present, and it's about a family who has to confront their haunting past, living in the house that they used to live in, and that is really good too. So all of those series I've sort of watched quite quickly. It didn't take me long, because as soon as I'd finished one episode, I want to get and watch the other one. So a couple of times I binged watched some episodes, so that was really fun. And at the moment I'm watching The Crown, based on the British royal family, and I just love it. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm so happy that I think it's season 4 is out now. I'm up to episode 3 or 4. Excuse me. And the reason I like this episode is because it has the era of Princess Diana, who I absolutely loved. When Charles and Diana got married, I was in year 11, and we had an English teacher. And I remember going back to school that Monday after the weekend of their wedding, or was it the weekend? I can't remember, but anyway, we just talked about it as a class for half a day. So we got to get out of studying and doing schoolwork. So that was really interesting to listen to the teacher talking about her English heritage and everything. But yeah, I'm really enjoying that. So that's it for the Netflix series. I think there's another one or two that I have watched and I just can't think of them at the moment. So, but yeah, I'm really getting into all these. Netflix have so many series at the moment, which is good. I used to hate them, but now I like them. They sort of pull you in and you've got to keep watching. But anyway, here's on to some of my favourite products that I've been using. The first is Gin-Gins, they are called. They're a chewy ginger candy, and I think people use these for travelling, like for motion sickness and things, if you're flying or riding in a car, or I don't know if it would help with seasickness. But I use it just to settle my tummy. I had slight heartburn and I was reading up, and ginger's apparently good for that. So I found these in a health shop and I thought I'd give them a go, and they actually do work. I don't suffer it a lot. It's more if I'm eating the wrong foods or just being a guts, and they help, I think, to the digestion to sort of hurry up more so that there's less possibility of you getting heartburn. But that, anyway, settles my tummy and I love it. And they taste really nice. It's got this really nice warmth and heat without being too hot. And look at the package. That's just so cute. It's a ginger root. So I got that one, which I've got one left. This was $3.95. Can't remember how, it doesn't say how many you get in the box, but that's what they come like. So you just rip the top, pull it off, and they're sort of a bit, they're quite hard, but they're still soft, if you know what I mean. So as you chew them, they warm up. So I bought that one. I'm almost out. That's lasted for quite a while, actually. I don't have them every day. And this one I just keep in my bag, and that's quite full. So I haven't had to, I think I probably had two out of that. Exactly the same thing. So I think Chemist Warehouse have them online, but not in the shop. So I'll either go back to the original shop I went to buy these from, or I'll buy them online. So that's that. Another favourite is this Hamilton Skin Therapy Uriderm Foot Cream. It's ultra moisturising without being too greasy. Some, especially foot creams, they can be so greasy that you slip and slide everywhere and leave all this residue on the floor. So this one's actually really good for that. It doesn't have a lot of residue. It has some, but not a real lot. And it's very deep moisturising. It is expensive. I think it's about $18. And I think you can only get it in the pharmacy. So Mum put me onto this. So as you can see, I'm nearly out of that. And I normally put a little bit, not as much as I do at night. I put some on in the evening before I go to bed. Then I'm not walking around with it on, and it can really soak in my feet. And then early in the morning when I have my shower, or after my shower, I'll put maybe half of what I put on at night just on my heels. They're very, very cracked, so I love walking around with bare feet, and I don't know if that makes it worse for cracked heels, but I just love the feel of the ground on my feet, so especially when I'm home. So that's another favourite. I haven't been buying a lot of makeup at all, only if I run out of things. I haven't run out of foundation, liquid foundation, but I'm finding, because I'm older now, I'm 55, I'm getting creases and things, and it's just not sitting nice on my skin, the liquid foundation, anymore. It just seems to settle in the wrinkles and creases, and just doesn't, it looks too much. So I've swapped, and I found this W7 cream powder, or cream foundation, sorry, it's called. And it's a lot lighter, and it just spreads better, and it almost feels like it turns to a powder once it's on. And I'm really loving it, and it comes with this, if I can open it, just one of those little sponge applicators. And then it has a mirror. And this one was only about $7, but they don't have a lot of product on there. So I thought before I run out, I will try another brand, which I bought yesterday, just before the lockdown, before I even knew I was in Big W. And this one's Australis Powder Cream 3-in-1. Now the colour looks a little bit different, a little bit darker than this, but actually it goes on almost the same. So this one looks like it's got more of a red tone to it, a red undertone. I have a red undertone on my skin anyway, but in the summer months, which it is now here in Australia, I always go for something slightly darker than I would wear like during the winter months. But I'm really loving those, so I'll probably stick to the cream foundations. There's one more brand that I want to try out once I've finished with those two. I think it was Max Factor, but I just didn't want to buy 3 at the one time. It's just too much money. So, and another one I'm liking is the finishing powders, and this one's Revlon. This was 40% off, normally $28. Yeah, things are expensive here in Australia. And this one's slightly darker than, this is what I have been using, and it's broken and almost finished. The glasses or the plastic is missing here, it just broke to bits. So that came with a little, one of those velvety type applicators. But this is what I used over the winter months. It's a lot lighter. Finishing powder should be a lot lighter anyway, but yeah, I'll still keep that and use that in the winter months. And I also had this already. I've been using this as well. And that's just too light for the summer. Just makes me, it washes me out too much. So I'll keep that for the winter months. And I went and bought the Revlon, which is slightly darker, so I'm really loving that too. Also loving, I think in one of my videos previously, I tried this 2-wash hair colour, and I think it was Colorista. And that washed out in after 1 wash. So I had these in my cabinet, which I bought a long time ago, half price, and I finally tried it out and I'm really loving it. It's a lot brighter, although I haven't washed it yet. And this is an 8-wash colour. Very, very bright, but it tends to stick to back. In April, May, I had some foils put through my hair, so I had 3 colours, bleach, an auburn and a chocolate brown, just streaks put through on the top bits of my hair, and this seems to have stuck to those bits, especially the lighter bits. So I really like this colour. I think I do like the bright colours. Sort of a bit scared to use it to start with, but I knew that they would wash out, and we're home. I can't go out, so no one will see me other than you. So that's that. I have 3 more products I bought a few weeks ago. Every year I love Snowman, so I try and buy at least one decorative Christmas item that's Snowman related. And this was from the Browsing, and he was $25, quite expensive. But he just glistens. He's got that glitter all over him, and I just love him. So he's going to sit on the coffee table. I have a Christmas tree on my coffee table. I didn't put out my big Christmas tree this year because of my grandbabies. I just don't want things getting broken and I don't want them getting hurt. So I put a smaller tree on there with things that won't break, and this one's going to sit next to the tree. So that is one of my favourites. And then I went into Cheapest Chips a couple of weeks ago just to look at craft supplies like stickers and things, and I came across this Snowman, and he turns on and changes colour $12, mind you, that was a lot. I wish we had a Dollar Tree like you do in the US. Because really, that's all you should be paying for something like this, $1 or $2. But I liked it, so I bought it. I didn't buy any Halloween decor stuff this year. I just wanted that to all go towards my crafting and posting. So I thought I'd just spoil myself with the couple of Christmas things. And this is my last favourite item that I bought. And this is for the granddaughters. From Aldi. I can't remember how much it was. Was it 7 or 10? But it's a cheeky elf countdown to Christmas, and it includes an elf storybook and a certificate. I haven't shown the girls this yet, but you open it up and the box is adorable. You do that up actually. Use it for other things, and hope you don't get too much shine, but it's got this part here. This book belongs to, and I'm going to put all my granddaughters' names down there, 4 of them. So when they come and visit Nanny, they can see that, and I'm going to have fun with the elf. And I think the idea with the elf is to have him being mischievous and hiding in a different spot. So each time they come, I'll move him around, and they have to try and spot him. So I saw one of these elves in a shop, and I can't remember what shop it was at, and they wanted $12 just for the elf without the book and the pretty box and the certificate. So I'm just going to cut out the little plastic thing that it had stuck on the box. It's adult proof almost. Take that off as well, but he is cute, and he's got bendable arms and legs, so he can hang from anywhere. So I'm going to have a lot of fun, and I think the girls will love that too. And you get this adoption certificate, which I think is so cute. So you can name the elf yourself. So I think I'll wait for the girls and we'll find a name for him. And then you get the countdown to Christmas storybook. So I thought that was really sweet. So that's definitely going down as one of my favourites. It has to. And actually I do have another favourite. I've got the box here. I bought this about 2 or 3 years ago. Multi-pattern laser party light. I think you can put that on the wall outside of your home or inside. I just put this on my microwave and I point it up towards the ceiling, and the girls absolutely love all the dancing stars and things. This one's red and yellow. No, red and green, sorry. Not red and yellow, what am I talking about? And yeah, it sort of makes different patterns on the ceiling and swirls around and blinks on and off. And they just go, they look up and go, wow. So they absolutely love that. So that's got to be one of my favourites too. So that's about it. I just wanted to show you, and I bought these from Big W yesterday actually, just before the announcement of the lockdown. So I'm glad I did, because I'll be able to craft with these colours. I run out. I've got a whole drawer full of different the miniature tinsel. So this one's gold. That was $3. And then I bought the white. So I thought that would be nice for snowy scenes and things like that. And from Woolworths, I've got these little magical gnomes. Tree ornaments, but I won't be using it for tree ornaments. I'll be keeping it for my craft supplies. So I thought they were really cute. I think they were $3 or $4. But I could probably look at this and then make my own. I might have a go at that. So they were cute. And lastly, These are wire present toppers, but I'm using them for cards or other craft projects. They were $3 and you get 1, 2, 4. And they're quite flat too, so that'd be good for cards or Memdex cards or ATC cards or something like that, or making little embellishments, putting them on a rosette or something like that. So that's it, guys. Just a little bit of a chat and my favourites, and I'm going to have plenty of things to keep me busy over the next 6 days. Today I'm probably going to do another video and then edit them, because I edit them on separate software on my desktop computer. I've got a huge bunch of ironing to do, and I have a big aquarium that I've got to change the water today. I was supposed to do that yesterday, but I'll be doing that today, so I am going to be busy. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Take care wherever you are, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.